right?
Listen, man.
They ain't
Yeah,
canceled that. They bet not. I got my plane ticket in my hotel.
That's right. Yeah, that's this weekend, right?
Yeah.
When y'all leave?
oh,
I leave the day of the game. They leave Thursday.
Okay.
I leave Friday morning
Okay. Well, all
with a
right, man. Look,
layover.
man. You said with a layover.
So if I
Where
miss
you
that joint,
flying
I'm
into?
mad.
Where you flying into?
I go to Atlanta first and then Dallas.
Atlanta. Okay. Man. The So look, man. Let's go ahead and get started, and we can start off on another crazy weekend. And fans, it's been a minute, fellas. Let me first and foremost say glad to be back on with y'all after I don't even know if you call it a scare, but that joint just put me down for a few days, and then look, never mind the fact that both my fantasy teams tried to implode on me that same weekend, like dirty dogs, and they get COVID, and then this, like dang, I think I put up like 70-something points in both leagues.
yeah, I did too.
Last weekend.
I got kicked out the playoffs this past.
but this weekend, I thought I was making a man. I think I scored what was it?
156.
Like 156. Man,
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm making a move. Dan Turner still AJ still got me by like 90 points.
I did 142, and I'm like,
she scored 126. I said, man,
that dude
AJ gotta go.
Yo, I had a story for y'all, man, but I save it, man.
I said, look, here I am thinking I'm making a push. I'm making some leeway to get to try to get people the number one spot. Man, she still got me by almost 100 points.
I know I'm right behind you.
This dude AJ on one. I said, I can't.
This Joker his mother was telling me you should have heard this Joker breaking down like the whole league the other day with lineups and teams, yo. This Joker like
don't bring no more 9-year-old ringers, Joe.
Yo, this Joker like a mad scientist, yo. Oh, we got to get him on here before it's man.
So look, man.
I still got two more games to get at.
So basically, this week for most leagues, this week coming up is championship week. So it's not a whole lot, you're gonna in terms of making moves. Unlike unless you're playing a league like ours,
where you playing dailies
or dailies, right? You basically, man, you gotta. I don't know what's your strategy during the championship game, dude? Do you go with your best floor team, like in terms of most consistent team, or does it matter in terms of what the matchup is like, whether or not you try to pick up a free agent that might blow, if you got a super duper matchup?
Who you asking first?
I'll start with yours, then.
Since Gino there distracted and everything.
I heard him.
No, so what I look for matchup, right? I look for matchup first. Depends on my team, because my team, basically, if I'm in the championship, that means I got enough players that did well throughout the season. So now I'm looking for the best advantage I'm looking at whoever I'm playing, I'm looking at their team and seeing where can I get the advantage at. So it might be somebody they have that probably will score like maybe 12. And then I look at my team to see if anybody's going to be able to score more than that person. And if I can't find it there, then I'll look at free agency for someone who's going to beat that number. That projected number. So that's what I look for. I look for straight matchup, and then who I'm playing against. Because a lot of times,
that's usually my thought process is from a matchup base. Like if I try to match up position by position, and unless I'm being extremely dominated in one area, I usually just pick the best guy for that matchup that I had. The one thing that makes it interesting this year, I usually try not to go for like home runs, but the one thing that makes it interesting this year is you got COVID, right? And I guess it was like that last year as well for those who played. But the fact that you can have a guy, healthy today, and then 2 days later find out he's not playing, right? And that may send you into the free agent bin. For instance, a couple people this past weekend, Austin Eckler. If you was counting him, you was hoping you got lucky enough to get Justin Jackson as a replacement, or the fact that Baltimore's QB has been out, right? So more than likely, it's a good chance that he was, while I'm drawing a blank, he was your,
Josh Johnson.
Their starting quarterback.
Jackson, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. It was a good chance that he was your starting quarterback. Like in our other league that me and Gina had, the number one guy, he had Lamar Jackson. And for some reason, nobody could try to pick up the backup. They keep letting them let the dude get the backups.
Yo, he just grab everybody, yo.
I'm like, y'all killing me. Slim don't. I was like, all these dudes, y'all got these bum quarterbacks on y'all team, and nobody picking up none of his backups to try to slow him down a little bit. Yeah, I think he just gave up.
Yeah, I'm down, but we ain't trying to catch him no more. We trying to catch second or third.
Right. I figured second.
You talking about y'all league?
Yeah.
Because even my pop said it best, yo. It's best for him to get him than for second or third or fourth or fifth to get him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Pop standing on.
yo, he was like, yeah.
I thought Pop checked out, man. Then I see in the waiver wire one day and saw him scoop up two people. I'm like, hold up, Pop still playing?
Well, he's 70 and he retired, man. He in it. like,
hold up. The guy that had Jonathan Taylor had Lamar Jackson
and Cooper Kupp.
And none of y'all picked the backup up.
Man, listen.
I would have picked up all the quarterbacks. I would have picked up all the quarterbacks.
No,
but by that point, he was so far out. Again, he wasn't even on the radar for to try to slow him up.
Yeah, but that right there it's all about pride now. It's how close can I get?
So the thing is, I had Herbert, right? And I think who did I had before? I had Herbert and somebody else who was. I think I might have had Heineke or something like that. And then I picked up Roethlisberger because he had some decent matchups, even though he stunk. But I'm like, Slim. Some of the guys had quarterbacks that wasn't even in the top, 15, and they still wouldn't pick them up. I was like, we had some guys start like Matt Ryan and Garoppolo. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you'd rather play them than to play Baltimore's backup? They're gonna be playing from behind,
right?
And all their backup quarterbacks can run the ball a little bit. Like Tyler Honey had 73 yards rushing with 2 TDs. But anyway, but going back to what I asked Jose, Gene, considering like say if you was in a championship game, how would you approach setting your lineup? Would you basically go what what got you there and your best lineup that you currently have, or would you even look to go to unless not excluding injury or COVID, would you look to try to find like a gem, somebody that got a chance to blow like a Justin Jackson or a Burkhead or Sony Michael, right? Like an injury replacement, somebody that got a chance to blow.
Yeah, I mean for me, I'm always trying to play. I'm always trying to upgrade my roster. So if someone's obviously better, like let's say for example, if I'm hurting at the QB spot and there's somebody available that's better, I'll definitely go there. But for the most part, I'm playing the players that had got me there. Like I'm not really trying to catch lightning. Like I'm definitely playing the ones that got me there and keeping it consistent with what I already had. The good thing about this season though is the bad thing is you got the COVID protocols, so it's kind of tricky, right? You never know who's going to be there from week to week. The injuries are one thing that you got to deal with late in the season, but the good thing is that it feels like that there's not a lot of teams that's out of it, right? So normally in the last couple of weeks of the season, you have to worry about people being benched because they've already clinched, or people resting folks for the playoffs. But since there's still a lot to play for, most people should be pretty good as far as their lineups are concerned. They're pretty stable.
All right.
You know what's crazy? Last year I didn't have that. Last year there was people on COVID, right? But not as much as it was this year.
Right.
And last year, fantasy was kind of okay. This year, man, fantasy, it's been going up and down like a straight roller coaster because like tonight, Miami playing against New Orleans, right? Normally you wouldn't pick up Miami defense, even though they're like the top 10, whatever. But you would pick them up tonight because they Saints had just lost 22 players to COVID. You know,
right? It don't change the whole dynamic. You be like, Slim, but this might be a feast right here.
man.
So I actually had Miami defense, and right now they got me at 32 points.
See, yep.
But I've had them football half the season though.
And look, and after I was doing something with the Los Angeles Chargers defense, they got pummeled by Davis Mills. I was like, I knew.
Yo, what's up with Davis Mills, yo? He boom or bust, yo.
Man, Slim. Been doing it all season.
He's having a big game or a terrible game.
Right.
And what's up with the Chargers? Like, goodness gracious.
Man, that
I don't know. They started off
crazy
strong.
thing about it. Also, Eckler said it early in the season, like early in the year. It was like he made a comment. Look, talking about fantasy football is that he don't know if they can handle success all that well. He's like, coming back from from a loss, they know how to fight back and claw back. But he said he don't think they handle success well. I said, well, that's they proving the point. That's for sure.
Right.
All right, man. So let's say, and thinking about anybody that's playing for anything this week, whether he's playing for the championship or whether he's playing for that third or fourth place game. We're not gonna recap every game, but we'll go through and see, anybody that you think legit or he pump faking going into the next week. And from a quarterback standpoint, what's your guys' thoughts on oh my man, look, we start with Davis Mills. They
he playing San Fran next.
They beat the Chargers 40. They put 41 on Los Angeles, and he ended up with 254 yards passing, 2 TDs. Whatever you think, they matched up against San Fran next week. What you think, Jose?
Yeah, I want. He's pump faking on this one.
So this gonna be one of them floor games where he got a bottomless pit.
This is gonna bring him back to reality.
I can see that. What about you, Gene? What you think?
I mean, he 50, right? He good, bad. So I guess next week is bad, right? Like Jose said, he gonna bring him back to reality, yo. I wouldn't mess with him. I wouldn't.
Especially for playoffs? No.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch him. I mean, unless you had to. You know what I mean? Like, if you got an injury, like if you had, Lamar Jackson and you couldn't pick up the backup, then I think he would be a good play. But, again, it depends on how deep your league is and who's available. But one thing about quarterbacks is
COVID catch somebody.
Right, exactly. One thing about the quarterbacks that we really don't talk about is unless you have Lawrence or Zach Wilson or somebody like that, a quarterback is almost gonna keep you level. You know what I mean? Like most quarterbacks in the league because it's a passing league now. So or you got Baker Mayfield on a certain given week. And them 4 picks could kill you.
Slim. What's up with Baker?
That dude, man.
You mentioned something. You said Terry Bradshaw just basically straight carried him, was like, nah, I don't like him at all.
Yeah. Yo. My thing is, it's like, man, the NFL, it's so hard to find a quarterback. We should take a poll. Who's gonna throw the most interceptions next week?
Carson Wentz, Baker Mayfield, or Ben Roethlisberger?
I gotta say Ben.
Who do Ben got next week though?
Bengals.
They got the Bengals next week?
No.
I'm checking now. Hold on a second. So
I don't know, man. Carson be.
They got Pittsburgh has
Carson got Las Vegas.
Okay.
The offense about to kick a 59-yard field goal.
So they got Cleveland next week.
Oh.
Look, so Baker and Ben will play against each other.
Oh, word! That's gonna be about a 5 interception game combined.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like is Baker gonna really throw multiple interceptions again though in back-to-back weeks?
Ain't been looking good. I say I give it to Ben only because their defense been stinking. They've been terrible. So I can't. If if uh, if Mayfield gonna have any chance of having a decent day, it'll be this one of this game.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
So all right, let's see. Who else? Zach Wilson
Woo.
had 91 yards rushing on four attempts. So he been up and down this year, all season.
Yeah.
Any faith in him?
Nah, I have no faith in Zach Wilson.
Compared to who?
I mean, as far as just, would you play him next week? I can't see. They have. Let me see what they got next week. They have. They have
Jacksonville. No,
they play Jacksonville this week. So they got Tampa Bay next week.
Oh,
yeah. Nah.
Yeah, but Tampa Bay defense ain't the same. I mean,
their run defense is, but their pass defense is not that great. Let's see, what did he do? Did he play? Yeah, no, this would be that's the only game against Tampa Bay. Yeah, no, I don't like. So his last couple games, he's finished 16 right now. He's number 2. He's finished 18, 26, 6, and 25. So this might be another. We might have another top 10 finish this coming week. Basically, it's like he's like Davis Mills. He can give you top 10 or bottom 10. It won't be much in between. Because Davis Mills had his finishes have been last 4 weeks is 6, 13, 15, and 27. So he actually been on a little streak. Prior to that, he didn't play. And then before that was 9, 27, 27, 6, 38, 27, 31. See, he was definitely boom or bust. All right, what about let's move to the running backs. Man, if I think we all trust in Justin Jackson. Do I need to go over that at all? If Austin Eckler can't play.
Nah, yeah, we trust him. I don't know.
Yep.
All right, look. Right. So another Houston product, Rex Burkhead against that Tampa Bay run defense.
Nah, man. I mean,
Burkhead is in Houston.
Yeah, he said.
He going against San Fran.
I'm sorry. No, San Fran. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Still no.
No juice for y'all.
Nope.
Rex Burkhead. This came out of nowhere, man. I wasn't expecting that at all. All right. What about we got Burkhead, Sony Michael. How y'all like him?
I like him. He's taking over. Man. I got him on my team. He's been doing good. Last couple games, well, really last 4 games, he's been doing really good. And Henderson been back, so he's still been getting his carries.
But
he don't get touchdowns though.
They have Baltimore next week,
and
Baltimore defense had been that great. We know their pass defense is terrible. What was evidenced by the Cincinnati game.
Yeah, Baltimore defense.
All right.
It's some garbage.
I got a question for you, right?
Go ahead.
We said this before, right? Talk about the Cincinnati and Baltimore game, right? Jamar Chase or T. Higgins? Who would you rather have? Who would you rather start? Any day.
Between T. Higgins and who?
And Jamar Chase.
Right now, T. Higgins. I got him on one team, and I'm glad I got him over Chase.
Yeah, I see T. Higgins as more as all to me, he's like the Godwin, and Chase is like the Evans.
Yeah, I can see that.
Chase is like the Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's like the Godwin.
All right. Here, I got one for you from a running back standpoint. Devin Singletary didn't do a whole lot on the ground. He had 12 attempts, 39 yards on the ground with 1 TD, but he had 5 receptions for 39 yards. And next week they have Let's see. They played New England and where he got with 16.3 points. Next week they have Atlanta.
Nah, they're gonna pass.
He legit a pump fake.
Puff faking. He's doing the draws. He's not doing no off tackle. He's doing a draw.
Hold on, yo. I just pulled the turn. Can you explain that with me again, yo?
Okay. Somebody got to fill that role.
But
So-
turn stop for a minute, talk for like a half a second, and they was like, "Hold on, let me not even lie real quick." And he was like, "Oh no."
So my question was, would you trust Devin Singletary? He finished he's at number 11 right now in running backs. He had 39 yards with a touchdown on the ground and 39 yards through the air. They have Atlanta next week. Would you trust Devin Singletary next week?
Nah, man. He been sticking it up all season, yo. Like they can't run a ball for nothing.
Yeah, I think as long as Allen is there, I don't think a Tiger could change the stripes.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, I don't gotta have him.
All right. Let's see. All right, I got one for you. He did not start this week, but based on the injury, looked like he's gonna get the nod again, and that's going to be Darrell Williams from Kansas City. Yeah, I trust him or no?
Yeah, I trust him. I've seen him too many times as a backup role come in and really go off.
So what happened with what's up with Clyde?
You
I
hurt?
think it was a collarbone. Yeah, I think he got a collarbone, broken collarbone.
Yeah, I think that they got the memo that they need to run the ball. You know, they've been kind of running the ball a little more since they've been on the street. So, yeah, I definitely give him a thumbs up.
All right. And look, as a matter of fact, one of the things that messed me up with Burkhead, I ain't think about grabbing him. He was a game time decision going into the game. So how unlikely his turnout his production was going to be.
I don't trust him.
Cool, Burkhead?
All right.
Yeah.
So look, my only thing about Kansas City with Darrell Williams is that even though he's technically the backup running back, Derek Gore ended up with 12. Still end up with more carries. Had 12 to his 11. He had 43 yards rushing and 61 yards receiving. So I wonder if it'll be a share.
It's gonna be share.
Before I feel like Darrell Williams is a better runner than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But
Really?
I think so.
I think so.
When he had the journey to himself.
Yeah.
But I like Gore though. I honestly like Gore. I've been watching him play.
I would say it might have been a combination of them trying to establish, the run more anyway, during that time when Darrell Williams realized they need to run the ball more consistently. Because remember, they offense was struggling, and then once Williams got in there is when they started turning around a bit. When Kyle Edwards was in there the first time, their offense was struggling. They were trying to figure out what was wrong with, Mahomes, stuff like that. So you ought to say something, Jose?
Yeah, I said I like what's his name? Derek Gore.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to out carry Darrell Williams.
Really?
I like how he looked more compact and he come in he hits the hole harder and it's like hard to get him down.
They definitely been using him to kind of like finish games out, right? So like when they're trying to put the game on ice, they basically give it to him to finish the game out. A lot of times. All right, man. So let's move on to wide receivers. This weekend, man, T. Higgins got busy. He's the number one receiver right now. Don't like anybody's gonna catch him. Had 12 receptions, 194, 2 TDs. Next in line was Adams with Devontae Adams with 10 receptions, 114 and 2 touchdowns. AJ Brown, man, had a good comeback week for Tennessee. So let me ask you this: you trust in AJ Brown next week for the championship game?
You got to.
No.
It's really? You got to, man. Like, even if him, I mean, like, yeah, you got to.
Who they playing?
They are playing. Look at now. Next week they have Miami next week.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's AJ Brown, yeah. Like, I mean, you got to play the best.
I'd rather pick up Devontae Parker than AJ Brown.
Are you serious?
Look, I got
against Miami.
Right
you see what Miami doing right now?
It doesn't it?
They got
really?
They got Xavier Howard.
And if you keep it in the quarterback, then you really use that too,
They got Xavier Howard.
Like somebody that's not in the know or something. He's like, you see what they're doing right now? Like it was the
first, let me ask you this.
Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams or something, yo.
All right, look. So speaking of I wasn't quite ready yet, but look, let's go ahead and have a live look in because I got Devontae Adams. I mean, Devontae Parker, and he don't have any points at the moment. What's going on with that?
Right.
Well, I mean,
he don't have a target.
Exactly.
Or nothing.
No, he doesn't have a target.
Good God Almighty.
Look at the other side of that.
But he's gonna finish off strong, man. Trust me on that.
How you talking?
All right, check this out. All right, so we got a split on AJ Brown. All right, going back to Buffalo, Isaiah McKenzie.
No.
Had 12 targets, 11 receptions, 125 yards, 1 TD.
You mean do we trust him for next week?
Yep. Oh, look. Let me ask you this. I can take it two parts, or you can answer it two different ways. Do you trust them to have decent fantasy production next week, or do you trust them to outpoint Stephon Diggs again? Because he certainly did that.
No.
Stephon Diggs.
I think it was going against Belichick. I think they were trying to prove a point. I think they were trying to get his best matchup possible. I think he was just it just happened that he was the one out there. Gabriel Davis.
I benched Stephon Diggs based on going against Belichick and not sure how they were going to attack and what type of scheme they were going to draw up. I figured Stephon would get some points, but I didn't think he would have. I played I think it was Russell Gage over Stephon Diggs, thinking that Russell would have another massive target share, but that didn't happen. So yeah, I'm iffy on Stephon and Isaiah McKenzie. However, I don't know if I like Isaiah or what's the other receiver better?
Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis. I thought he would be the one to benefit from the matchup.
I think he's gonna. They playing who?
Who is Buffalo playing?
Tennessee. You said no. You just said it.
Buffalo has
Tennessee. No, that's Miami.
No, Buffalo has Atlanta next week.
Yeah, they're gonna pass. I think Stephon Diggs he's gonna go off. I think Knox is gonna go off. Gabriel Davis is their deep threat. That's what I'm thinking.
You got any thoughts on the Buffalo receiving core, Gene?
Man, if it ain't like they all underperform. If like trying to pick one is like, it's a crapshoot, man. Like I would roll with Diggs. If it ain't Diggs, it got to be better options out there on your team or on the waiver wire. Like I wouldn't put my faith in anybody but Diggs. And Diggs is a crapshoot at this point. There's no consistency with their receivers.
You know what's crazy? I would pick up Amon-Ra St. Brown before.
That was one guy I picked up that I played that paid all the dividends.
Because I was probably starting him over Diggs right now.
I would. I thought I could say the same about Russell Gage, but that dude went back in.
I think Ridley come back. So that's another way why somebody might pick up Ridley. I thought he came
back this week.
I thought he's active now. I thought I saw somewhere where he's active, but I may be wrong.
All right. Let's see. Any other receivers that Devontae Smith had a decent game for Philly. He had 5 for 80 with 1 TD. But I don't really know if it moved the needle too much. All right, let's go to tight ends. As far as I don't know if anything has changed.
I like Gronkowski this week.
So We know Andrews is you basically gonna play him. Schultz has always pretty much been up there. All right, man. Ask you this: Gerald Everett, Seattle. What's your
No.
thoughts? What's your thoughts on him? Yeah, 4 for 68, one TD. If you basically made it to the playoffs, right, and you fighting for either the top spot or third or fourth place, what you got any faith? Would you pick him up as a streamer, Gerald Everett, if he was available?
You said
They
Jordan.
have, yeah, they have next week. Seattle plays. They play Detroit. Next week.
Dang, if you need a tight end at this point,
I mean, he had 4 catches, 68 yards in the TD against the Bears, 460 against the Rams, 2 for 15 against the Texans. I mean, his last 3 games, he got like 10 catches, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's good in the pinch. You
yeah,
know,
he
in the
sound
pinch,
he
since
sound
they're
like
playing,
the most available.
right, since they're playing, the Lions. You know what I mean? That's always good for your stats. So, I mean, definitely, if you need someone in a pinch, I think Gerald Everett is a good pickup.
All right. So let me.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Again, we made the argument in the first couple of weeks though. After you get past the first couple of tight ends, man, it's all a crapshoot after that from week to week.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So if you just happen to get made it this far, you've been streaming tight ends or playing
Hmm.
folks off the waiver wire. Is that somebody you would want to go to battle with? Let's see here. Uh, I don't really know.
Um,
Let me ask you this. Well, I was gonna say John Bates, but he only had 2 receptions for Washington in a blowout. So the fact he can only
what's
go
the
2
Jets
receptions,
tight end?
the Jets
Oh no,
tight
no,
end.
either the Jets tight end or the Jacksonville tight end. That he got a long name, Swasher something.
O'Shaughnessy is the Jacksonville tight end. He number 4 for 49. So he got all 4 his targets, had 49 yards, no touchdowns. And for the Jets, they had Ryan Griffin, Tyler Crawl, and neither one of them had more than 3 receptions.
What about Foster Monroe from
Foster,
Raiders?
Moreau. What did he end up with? He ended up with 4 for 67. So I think it's decent. Like if you don't have, like you said, one of the top 5, I don't see he wouldn't be a bad spot. I would pick Gerald Everett over him, but
Mm-hmm.
he would be somebody excuse me, that I'd definitely take a look at. All right, so I had a question. We'll change up a bit. So they had Grady. They said this is the following 13 players saw at least 70% of the teams who rostered them clinch the playoffs this season, right? So these are basically if you had these players on your team, then you pretty much was a good chance that you made the playoffs this year in your league, right? Of course, the top 2 are Cooper Kupp, Jonathan Taylor. You had Debo, Gene on the same team. You know what? Debo Samuel, Austin Eckler, Leonard Fournette, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, Justin Jefferson, the Patriots defense, James Conner,
I got none of these jokers.
Cordell
I got
Patterson,
some of them.
Nick Folk,
I got Nick Folk.
and Deontay Johnson.
I don't got
I ain't got none of
Deontay
these jokers. You know what? It's funny because the first 4 names you named, 2 are from one of our leagues, and 2 AJ got Cup and
And
Debo.
Debo. Yeah.
God dang.
I got.
Now I know why it's so hard to catch him.
Yeah.
Because Debo went from being a receiver, putting up numbers, and
I would have caught him
then
if Dak was
turned to
playing
running
the
back.
whole way.
Yo, he played everything on Dak, yo. Like that. No, yo.
Dude, Dak was supposed to look. Dak and Josh Allen, my 2 quarterback. I drafted
your
him
receivers?
first round.
Who your receivers?
Don't matter.
Hey, G, hell, we ain't talk about that.
Yeah, my receivers don't. I mean, I got Patterson. I had a three running back set. So I was lucky. I was able to have three running backs. So I had Patterson. I had Miles Gaskin and uh, Eli Mitchell.
Nah, they ain't make this list. Only
No,
so
I got
Monk,
Najee Harris. I have out the list that you just said, Najee Harris, Debo Samuels. I
on the
got
same team.
no.
Yeah, I'm about to say you should
I
be
got
talking about.
Najee and Chubbs on the same team. I got one of each in one of my leagues, or at least two of them in my leagues.
So basically, they say if the early round draft picks that would have been hits would have been Taylor, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, Justin Jefferson. So on one team, on the team in the pocket joint, I had Connor, and is the only one I had on this list. Oh, and New England defense. Those are the two I had from the list. It's Connor and New England defense. In the other league, I had Austin Eckler and Cordero Patterson. So those are basically the two reasons I was able to climb up from the bottom. Because y'all remember we was mad. We was like they was like 13, 12, 13, 14, like the podcast. We was like in the bottom. We was like in the basement.
Ooh,
We was like 11, 12, 13, or 12,
two.
13, 14.
I had Patterson on this in the pocket that he helped me to get to fifth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
He definitely.
I mean, if
changed
you
up
think
right
about
now,
it, we would have been in the playoffs right now with with those players.
But the fact that Bama got Cup and look, hey Gene, not only are the top two, they the only two that if you had them, your chance of making the playoffs was 83%. John, if you had Jonathan Taylor was 83%, and Cooper Cup was basically 86%.
So basically, at 97% if you got both of them.
Yep, exactly.
And basically won the whole thing.
Crazy.
Yo, Tua just threw a terrible interception in this game.
To who?
To a lot of more from Saints.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I think it was intended for. It's hard to tell who was intended for. I think it was the Devontae Parker. That's how bad it was.
All right, man. So look, this we can get into the waivers at this point in time.
Oh man, Terrence was supposed to come and bring up the stats from what we talked about. We had so many people came on.
Yeah, look, I heard what you call it, man. Y'all had some board bets that y'all was supposed to be trying to see who was most accurate.
Yeah, man. And we had like so many callers last week.
Right.
Or chats.
Yeah, that y'all messed. Did y'all feel like y'all feel good about your picks, or did y'all mess the people up?
No, we felt good. We felt good.
A couple hit for me last week because I remember asking Terrence about it. Like he went home with the list, but a couple joints like the Shorts joints would have hit because he got a touchdown.
Okay.
But it was more about the debates. You know, me and Jose always debating, so we trying to figure out who was more right. You know,
I'm pretty sure that I was more right on this one.
I don't even remember what they were now though.
I don't know. I know one was the Jamal Chase and Higgins.
Yeah, I get Terrence on to go through. All right, man. So look, we give you guys the like I said, this is basically championship week, right? So you either fighting for first place if you're in the playoffs for the championship for all the money, or you trying to finish either third or fourth. I mean, or third for that third spot. They try to get the money in most leagues when they go.
Are you talking about our league or are you talking about in general?
Nah, I'm just talking about in most leagues they have playoffs, and usually they'll do maybe 1 through 3 in terms of because they have a first and second place game, and then they had a third and fourth place game. So they usually pay out first 3 spots. But yeah, I got 3. You get a chance to go with 3 waiver pickups that you potentially would use this week. Not trying to time up COVID or anticipate COVID, but 3 people that you would target if you was needed some help on the waiver wire. Who want to go first, Gene or Jose? Well, I go first.
3 people you would target, but they gotta be on the waiver wire, right?
Yeah, most likely on the waiver wire, like basically under 50% on.
Van Jefferson.
You said
Oh,
Van
what's
Jefferson
that?
and who else?
I mean, I don't know if he's still in the waiver wire because, I don't know if he's still in the waiver wire. It's kind of hard because I don't know who like it's
All right,
hard.
So to give you an idea of what I'm looking at, right? What I got is I got either Dirk Gore or Darrell Williams, depending on what your flavor is, right? If Darrell Williams hasn't, because he hadn't really done much. I actually had him and dropped him. So Darrell Williams or Dirk Gore, either one of those are available in your league. Gerald Everett, from a tight end standpoint, and they say KJ Osborne is only rostered in 32% of leagues. So
That's right. You see, been hitting. Now he's been hiring Terrence, screaming his name the first quarter of the season, so it made you feel like he was more valuable than he really is.
mm-hmm. so those would be my 3: KJ Osborne, Derek Gore, or Darrell Williams. If either one of those are available.
So I feel like they should come from different positions.
And then Gerald Everett. So Gerald Everett, tight end, KJ Osborne, receiver, and a running back. If you can get one of those KC running backs, I would say pick him up. So Clyde Edwards, it says that he is bruised shoulder. He didn't break his collarbone. He got a bruised shoulder. So they said he week to week. So I definitely think they'll hold him out this week. So it still makes one of those backs a priority add.
Yeah, what happened to Sammy Watkins, man? Sheesh.
Yeah, no.
Rashad Bateman.
Oh, look, what about you had a guy on your team, Jose. What's his name?
Barrios.
Yeah, Braxton Burrows killed in our joint, sitting on your bench. He
didn't sit on my bench. Right? I started him.
Oh, did you? I thought you said him.
Oh, I know. I picked him up a couple of my leagues, so I thought I started him on my own on the in pocket.
Oh no,
because I know he gave me. I started him one of them.
So I feel like
he's on your bench and he had 27 points.
They're
cooking. He's out there.
I know I had because I have him in 3 of my leagues.
Oh, okay.
I picked him up and I started him in one of them. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like with the criteria we're going off of, right? If it's because it's going to be desperate and a pinch, I feel like at quarterback, somebody like Trevor Lawrence, right? Because you're just trying to get points. He's definitely going to get a, you know what I mean? He's just getting all the work at quarterback. Then at running back, Burkhead, like we said, we talked about earlier, which he wasn't a good play if you got options. But if you don't have any options, then they got to be less than what 60% you said, Ross?
50 less than
50. Yeah, I will rock with Burkhead at second, and then third will probably go somewhere like. We talked about Everett, right, for Seattle.
Yeah.
That would be an option. Or
I got another one for y'all too.
Even maybe is Seals Jones still playing, right? He's healthy.
He ain't do nothing this past weekend, did he?
Nah, but I know that he's the only tight end that they have.
Right? So he had Ricky Seals Jones in a blowout had 1 target, 1 reception for -4 yards. John Bates ended up with 2 for 45 and a TD.
Yeah, but that's why, again, when we're going back to our fields, that's why I think he'll be targeted more. That's the debate we had last week, too, that I won, Jose. Somebody that we said tight end wasn't good the week before, but I was like, it was Goddard. You
was talking about Goddard. You saying Goddard might go off.
And then he went next week, he had 6 catches for 100 yards.
Yeah, he went off that.
Because when people like that aren't getting targeted or whatever, and they're decent, they're going to make a concerted effort the next week to get them the ball. So I will go with Seals Jones or maybe even Hooper just in a pinch, but he's suspect too, though.
Yeah, he one of them boom or bust type joints. So I got a question for y'all. One that y'all might not think about, and I hate to say this, but what about one of the Eagles running backs between Boston Scott or Jordan Howard? They play Washington this week.
Yeah, I'll pick one of those up.
Because Boston Scott, he scored last week. Like one thing they're gonna do, they're gonna run the ball, and he had 41 yards. Scott had 41 yards rushing and a touchdown last week. And what did Jordan Howard do? And then Jordan Howard had 37 yards rushing and two catches for 19 yards. So if you're in like I said, if you're in a deep pinch, it's a good chance one of those two might get a touchdown. They're playing Washington, so as we seen, they didn't do a good job stopping them last time, and they look like they're in disarray at the moment. So you might get a chance to.
I'm trying to think. I know if I'm a Raw, I know he would be one if somebody's not on. If nobody picked him up.
Definitely, if he's available, you definitely got to get him.
Because I'm pretty sure people not roster him a lot.
Let me look in our league and see who upcoming. What does the week 17 like projected? Let's see, projected points. Right now we got Harris, Deontay Harris, Kadarius Toney, McKenzie from Buffalo, Moore from Arizona. Oh, he's out.
Gabriel Davis, I'll pick him up. He would be somebody I'll pick up. Behrman from Tampa Bay.
Darrell Williams is available in our league. Jordan Howard's available. Brandon Bolden's available, and considering that Ramondre Stevenson, I think he might be out, is available in our league as well. So,
I'll pick up Giovanni Bernard. Is he hurt?
So in the other league, in PG and Gene in the PGDC Goodfellas joint, Tannehill is available. Golf, Davis Mills. I can't.
Yeah, but I saw Tannehill, but you said under 50%. So
right.
When you said under 50, it took a lot of them away.
Yeah, no, I'm just going through in terms of who's available in our league at this point.
In a pinch, I'll pick up Trey Lance.
He's actually listed as the number one waiver pickup somehow, but
yeah, because Garoppolo hurt. He hurt his thumb. He got a fractured thumb, so he's in doubt for this week.
Is he?
You 20 dudes y'all wasting my whole budget for?
Yep.
Never played.
Yep. He about to play this week.
Do you still have him?
Nah.
He about to play this week. I'm about to pick him up.
He must wait this whole season, no burn, and come on and kill this weekend.
I mean, he playing against Houston.
It was the worst free agent pickup since what's the defensive lineman Washington got, yo? Since Albert Haynesworth, yo.
Albert Haynesworth, it's a Haynesworth type of disappointment now. That's pretty bad. That made Trey Lance laying down the field and the play going on and everything.
Yo, remember that joint? No, it's just like yo, he wasn't on TV or something. Like he wasn't on film, yo.
Like you couldn't nobody see him. And he the biggest thing on the field. That's the craziest thing ever, Jim.
100 mil too. Back when nobody was getting 100 mil on defense.
I read an article. I can't remember who did it, but it was basically like, all the signs were there that Haynesworth was going to do that once he got his money. Like from back when he was with
Tennessee
at the time. Yeah. They said pretty much everybody but Washington knew that if you pay him that money, he wasn't going to get your return on your investment.
That
sound like the Snyder move. Nobody else like they basically was they said basically they were what's the name, negotiating against bidding against themselves.
I'm trying to think who else in the pinch.
Man, I'm telling you, man,
somebody from the Jets. You got to go for somebody from the Jets.
Well, I'm sure Michael Carter's probably owned by most. But I think somebody else.
Crowder,
I
Berrios.
think he was out this week. I wonder if he'd be back. Braxton Berrios, Denzel Sands, Keelan Cole. But there's somebody else from the Jets. I'm trying to think. That I saw earlier. I wasn't looking for him, but man, that's pretty much it, man. Y'all got anything, man? This the last waiver pickup show for the season.
Yeah.
Any parting shots?
If you need some Trey Lance, definitely. I would definitely pick up Trey Lance if you have like a mediocre quarterback and you need a quarterback, he's gonna scramble. If you need tape on him, look at his first 2 games. The only 2 games that he played, he almost rushed for 100 yards on one season. I mean, one game, and then he almost threw for 200 yards on another game. Receivers, I mean, there are receivers out there. You just gotta look at the best matchup. Amon-Ra, I think, is the best one that would be available. I'm trying to think what else. Running back. I'm looking at is like you said, Bolden. I like Bolden. I like Carlos Hyde since Robinson is out. And tight end, I like the tight end. I like Foster Monroe and the guy from Jacksonville. And also receiver Chenault. I'm not Chenault. Who's the one that went to Chicago?
I was going to say, didn't he hurt?
No, who's the one that went to Chicago and now is playing? Treadwell.
You're digging deep.
Treadwell, what's his name? His name is Treadwell. Wide receiver for Jacksonville.
He had tight end for Jacksonville?
No, wide receiver.
Laquan Treadwell.
LaCron Treadwell. Yeah, I would pick him up.
I got let's see. What do you think about this? Not a free waiver pickup, but one guy I did miss who had a nice game this weekend was Josh Jacobs, had 129 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm. They play somebody. They play somebody good. I definitely would start Jacobs. Montgomery. I definitely would start Montgomery. Yep. Him. What's that dude? The fast guy, Grant, Hakeem Grant, Senior, whatever.
From
Bears.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the kick return dude.
Mm-hmm.
But look, man, fellas, man. It was good getting back on with y'all, man. It's been a minute. Like I said, it's
I got a question, man. Can you put our fantasy team out there? See where we at?
As far as what you mean?
The in the pocket league. I'm trying to see how I got 2 games left to try to catch up to AJ.
Oh, you saying?
You serious?
Hold on, when you say put it out there,
I'm dead serious.
You ain't got a chance. You ain't got a snowball chance in hell.
Yes, I do.
Look, the crazy thing is
he's not slowing down.
Listen, yes, I do.
That's what I need. That's what I need to do is slow down.
Rodney had a big week. Rodney had the biggest week, right?
Yeah.
It's still not.
But the problem is the people that are closest to him need him to come back.
Right.
Yeah, but somebody dropped.
The other day.
The number 3 one dropped. He had like 76 points.
How did I have a big week this week and drop in my DC PG Goodfellas? What my father do?
I know I dropped in that joint.
218. That's how I dropped.
Your Pops put up 218?
Sure, Joe Burrow gave him 72, and he had D. Harris on the bench with 40.
He might pass me.
And he put Howard. I know that's why he was calling me yesterday.
So right now, I think Zeke got the best chance of catching AJ, but he needs some better performance. His tight end situation, John stink, and his and Tua not getting him anything. And Tyreek Hill basically gave him a donut, gave him 3 points from Tyreek Hill. That's what the money is. He did have Dallas defense though.
That's what gave him the points right there. Who's the one that dropped in between the top 5?
Richard dropped from. He was like 1 or 2 the whole time. Now he's number 3.
Because he had like 76 points.
Yeah, he had a.
Because we should be 4. I should be 4.
Richard had 7. Richard had 77.
Because I can't tell when I read it.
Not 77. He had 77. Zeke had 123. No, that's from last week. I had more than 94 this week.
Nah, you gotta look at the scores now because the game's still going on. It's not gonna populate right there.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. So like right now, AJ got 129. That's a beast week. He got like 130.
That's the
thing. Yeah, I got 146.
Yeah, anybody playing right
now? But see, that's the problem though, right? Like so before the week started, you 131 back, right? So even though you had a beast week, right? You had 142. You still only gained
like 4 points,
12 points on them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So right, but you can't gain 12 points a week with like 3 weeks left. Like you 130.
No, I got 2 weeks. I'm about to do the annexation of Puerto Rico.
But you need him. It's not just about you though.
It is. If I put the right mix and all of them get 30 points.
AJ got to bench the rest of his team. He got to bench Cooper Kupp.
Because
he only got 2 guys. He only got 2 guys.
Look, I feel like that's the Larry Bird argument. He only got a 3-pointer. Well, that's all he needs.
Yo,
listen, if I can get
from Richard's readable team, he just separated 13 more points, 20 more points from Zeke's team. Rodney gained ground and you gained ground, but you got to gain a lot of ground. Rodney gained 30 points. No, Rodney gained 20 points, 22 like points. Yeah. So he won't be that far back. So he ain't striking distance with 2 weeks left. So it's 5 of y'all all 4. It's really 3 people in striking distance: Zeke, Richard, and Bud. Eno, it's a little. You know what I mean? It's a shot. It's a shot. But see, here's the other thing: you need them to fall back too. Like you got to jump 4 people, yo.
Watch what I'm about to do.
I'm just trying not to get the
I'm gonna put straight kick returners on all my teams.
I need. Look, I just want actually at this point in time, I just want AJ to sweat. I need them to have like a 70-point week. That's all I need.
Because
he might not win. Like
who AJ got? He got Cooper. He got what's his quarterback?
Yeah, he got Cousins who be balling now. Cousins be putting up numbers.
But they playing Green Bay though.
True. He got Cooper Kupp numbers. He got Debo numbers. Zeke feel like he get a touchdown every game with like 30 yards. He gets you 30 yards catching, 30 yards running, and a touchdown. So he gets you 16. It don't seem like it.
And he got Dallas defense.
Gotta do all right. And he got Russell Wilson.
Who AJ got free? Dallas defense?
No, I'm sorry. Zeke got Dallas defense, I think.
Nah, he got Tampa D. He gave him 20.
But look, he got Tampa and Miami. So he got a choice. Because who Miami play next week? Miami got they got New England next week, so they ain't gonna.
So next week he projected. Yo, look, next week
they got Tennessee. They may give him 4 interceptions.
We don't even get shit. Tampa play the Jets.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at that.
Yo, we don't even get
and Carolina after that.
Yo, he projected to get a DC PG league joint score, right? And he projected to get 130 next week.
For real?
And you don't be projected to get like 100 in this league, yo, 98, 95.
Listen, all I see is Debo and Kupp and Zeke. Who else he got? Freeman.
Look, I say that, but then he'll have God to go off, and while Gronk not doing anything, or I'm telling you, he been nailing them tight end matchups. He been nailing them joints.
Facts.
Like he been playing them at the right time. Like he got Gronk in this on this week. God,
yo, they got flexibility over that joint, yo. Like they rock, like they don't have nothing great, but they don't got no duds though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is just consistent, yo.
His worst starter is Devontae Freeman.
And he ain't got even be the starter, do he? Let me see. Who on the bench?
Yeah, he don't have nobody on the bench. But
Oh,
he
yeah,
got
high.
so basically
got
he only the only person he rotates is Grunt, and that's it's been working.
Gronk
Who's
and
his flex guy?
Russell
Yeah,
Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
They play Detroit. God.
and then Arizona.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He about to go off on that
Tampa
one.
got the Jets, y'all.
Yep.
Listen, don't sleep on. Listen, I don't sleep on Jets. Jets is going.
I just need
Jets
to
gonna
have
put some points on Tampa. Tampa defense ain't that.
177-point week.
Listen, I'm not
Just to
scared
make
of
it sweat.
defense.
I know, but the Jets offense ain't too hot either, though. You know what
Listen,
I
I'm
mean?
about to set it up
That's
so I
the
get
whole
200
problem.
points this week.
Hey,
That's what we're gonna talk about this Sunday, this next Sunday. I'm gonna talk about my lineup and how I'm gonna get points to catch up AJ.
what's up? Good luck, yo.
You gotta figure out how to bench Cooper Cup and get him to bench Cooper Cup. Be like, oh, I made an accident. I messed up.
Come on, the Miami defense just get a turnover?
Rams play who they play? Who the Rams play?
Oh man, who they got? Hold on a second. The Rams have they are playing.
Jacksonville?
Nope, they got. Oh my goodness, hey Gene,
So
the Rams playing Baltimore, Slim.
Oh my goodness.
he got cut.
Oh my goodness.
Yo. Yeah, good luck. I'm
Man,
already
he about to drop a 30 burger.
Yeah,
he about to buy all the remote control cars he can.
Oh man, he gonna be going to the store with that money, young. I'm telling you. Oh man, on that note,
you about to get all the Funko Pops.
Hey, that man gonna be buying V-Bucks with our
right. Fortnite.
With our money, young. Oh man, it's a shame. We got a whole podcast and can't nobody touch this dude.
Yo.
Right, man. On that note, fellas, it's been real.
All right.
Appreciate y'all,
fellas.
man. Later.
All right.
Later.
Peace.